Maharaj, you are saying about this pride. Actually, the problem is this way that we can go in material life. If at all we made any progress or something, pride comes, it's okay to some extent because we don't have this association. But even in spiritual life when we come, even we make some little bit of progress in spiritual life, that pride enters in our mind and grossly we think that we are doing some services, we are reading Bhagavatam, we are listening to Bhagavatam class, we are serving the devotees, and grossly we feel it that nothing is going wrong. But subtly we know it that we feel it that we are doing something better than other. And because we are doing something better than other, I am much more powerful and much more higher way compared to other people. And in that circumstances, instead of advancing in spiritual life, we are somewhat coming down from spiritual life because Krishna doesn't accept that thing. Now, this is a completely critical juncture because we feel that we are advancing in spiritual life, and on the contrary, we are not advancing, we are coming down. So, sometimes we feel that we should not advance altogether because Krishna is not accepting that thing. So, how to come out of that full crunch itself, because we are completely in a subtle level that pride is not going altogether. And we feel it that we are serving the devotees, we are reading Nityam Bhagavata Sevaya, we are reading to Bhagavatam, and that is, we are humble these days, but inside it is not going. So how to see that full, that circle itself, we should come out of it.
By the chanting of the holy name, by the hearing of the Bhagavat, by rendering devotional service, all of this pride is removed, providing that is our motive for performing these devotional activities. In your devotional activities, you must assume the position of a humble servant, and you must, if you desire prestige and recognition, Krishna will give you that. But He's just giving you enough rope to hang yourself. Therefore, we must, by hearing properly, by hearing sincerely, we are constantly reminded that our position is to only aspire for the das anu das. Our aspiration, our goal of life is to attain the lowliest servant mentality at the feet of the Vaishnavas. Naivadmati sthavara rukramangrim sprishatyana pagamo yadartha mahiyasam padara jobishekam iskinchananam navranita yavat. Prahlad Maharaj said, the aspiration of a devotee is simply to attain the dust of the feet of Vaishnavas. That's all. And by hearing properly and chanting the holy names properly, you will aspire for that. We must aspire for that. Should be the goal of our chanting. That should be what we are longing for. That should be what we are praying for. And if that is our desire, Krishna will quickly fulfill it. If you're hearing submissively, all the Shastra is, practically from the beginning to the end, is how the demoniac creature of pride must be destroyed. It's true. Every demon that the Lord is killing in all of His incarnations are just embodiments of His pride. And every devotee is humble like the grass. So how could we hear these things and be content with our arrogance? So we must simply strive to be the servant of the Vaishnavas and perform our sadhana in that state, and then you don't have to worry. Krishna will bring you back to Godhead without fail. But if you're doing your sadhana and you're thinking, I will get a position, I will get a recognition, it will take a long, long time for you to be purified. But if you're striving for the service of the Vaishnavas, striving for a humble position, striving for that Trinadapi Sunichena Tarodapi Sahishnana state of consciousness, if that is your goal, and you're performing your sadhana and your bhajan and your seva with that goal in mind, Krishna will give you that. This is why, some people, they think this Raganuga sadhana, that a neophyte devotee, if he's meditating on the Manjari Bhava of Radha and Krishna, thinking, but by meditating on this, I will attain that state. This is all illusion. This is all imagination. Until you become completely freed from any trace of ego, envy, or lust, this is all imagination. If you're striving for that, you'll simply be contaminated. The first thing you have to strive for is simply to be like a blade of grass at the feet of the Vaishnavas and Guru and Krishna. That's what we should be striving for. If we strive for that, Krishna will be pleased. Then when we attain that state by His mercy, then He gives us entrance into all these higher levels of consciousness. Otherwise we think, oh, just see, I am meditating on something so high. The highest thing is Gopi Bharatu Padakamalayora Das Das Anudas. That is real Vaishnava Siddhanta. Nothing higher than that. Because only in that state does Krishna open the doors to the higher realizations of bhakti.
You were listening to Radhanath Swami on thesacredconnect.com.